I was in the Navy. I was a machinist mate. And how long did I serve? About 2 years. I was a reserve. And then I got out after 2 years. But then in the reserves, I think the reserves was like 6 years total. I've been trying to find help. I've had this problem for quite a few years. And I reached out to the VA clinic, doctors and stuff. And I just never got any help from them. It was like, don't watch so much TV and everything like that. And then I just happened to be on Facebook, and I seen the advertisement, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. And it just worked out marvelous. Basically, what I said is that they opened the doors up. They knew what doors to open where I would have never known how to fill all these things out or, get to the VA. They opened the doors up. But yeah, that's what I would say. The training course, they just stepped up to the plate and did things that I would have never known how to do. And they call up all the time, and see how you're doing. If any questions, they definitely just didn't forget you. And I just, my personal opinion is to anybody, just tell the truth. Don't try to say, well, I did this and I didn't. Just tell the truth, and it'll all work out on there. Oh, gee whiz, I went from 10 to 80%. I was really surprised. I didn't get into this to say, well, I want this much more percentage. I just wanted somebody to hear what I had to say, my problems that I was going through. I thought, whoa, I did, like I say, I didn't know, quote, the money part is nice, don't get me wrong, but I didn't know what the increases were as far as money and things like that. But it opened the doors up for a lot of other things for the VA that, only had certain things that I could do with 10%. Well, 80%, now we're in group one. There's a lot of different things that now you can do with the VA. Yeah, it's going to open up some, now we can go a little bit traveling and something like that. So yeah, it's really helped out, no doubt about that. Yes, and I get the attention that I need. Before, just really VA kind of, I've used my hand, kind of push you off to the side. So with the 80%, it kind of opens up the door a little bit. They're more responsive.
He had so many problems, as far as not just physically, but we could tell there was something going on inside his head. And you couldn't get anybody to really listen to him. And I always felt that the VA should have picked up on it. And when Trajectory came in, I was telling him about it, and I gave my testimonies as to what I can see's happened to him. And it's kind of like, oh, well, he needs to have a sleep apnea test. And we did that, and sure enough, he's on the severest end of that. We didn't even realize that. But yes, his I guess you call it PTSD testimony. We didn't think they were going to really do anything because, he'd been brushed off so many times as far as talking to someone. And he just went in there and told him the truth. I told him, I said, you go in there and tell him exactly how you feel. Don't hold back. And he didn't. And sure enough, they feel the same way I did. There is something there. So, I commend you people because you helped not only him, but me getting him to step up also.
I didn't have to do anything but tell the truth. And so I would recommend him to anybody.